Imagine a time when the world shimmered with unseen forces. Ancient peoples sensed a vibrant energy, a tapestry of interconnectedness woven into the fabric of existence. Shamans spoke with spirits, oracles received visions, and healers channeled unseen power to mend the sick. These were not mere superstitions, but lived experiences, as real to them as the ground beneath their feet. Today our world feels different. We navigate concrete jungles, our senses dulled by the constant hum of technology. The unseen realm, once so tangible, has faded to the realm of myth and legend. But what if those ancient tales hold a forgotten truth? What if the superpowers we marvel at in comic books were, for our ancestors, simply a part of life? The modern mind, steeped in logic and reason, struggles to reconcile these seemingly fantastical notions with our current understanding of the world. We have been taught to dismiss them as primitive superstitions, relics of a less enlightened age. But in our rush to embrace the rationale, have we lost sight of something profound, a connection to a deeper reality that our ancestors knew intimately? The scientific revolution, for all its marvels, cast a long shadow over the unseen world. Armed with microscopes and telescopes, we began to dissect the universe, reducing its wonders to quantifiable data points. The unseen forces that once animated the world were relegated to the realm of the subjective, the unprovable. Reason became our new god, its disciples preaching the gospel of empiricism. Anything that could not be measured, tested, or replicated was deemed unworthy of serious consideration. Intuition, once a guiding force in human affairs, was dismissed as mere gut feeling, an unreliable and irrational guide in a world governed by logic and data. This shift in perspective had profound consequences. As we delved deeper into the material world, we became increasingly estranged from the subtle energies that permeate our existence. The interconnectedness that our ancestors experienced firsthand became obscured, replaced by a worldview that emphasized separation and individuality. Yet the ancient wisdom whispers that these superpowers are not the stuff of fantasy, but rather expressions of a spectrum of human potential. Just as light exists on a spectrum, visible and invisible to the naked eye, so too do our ways of knowing extend beyond the realm of the purely rational. Consider the profound insights of mystics who, through meditation and contemplation, tap into a wellspring of wisdom inaccessible to the rational mind. Or the uncanny abilities of animals to sense danger, navigate vast distances, and communicate in ways we are only beginning to understand. These are not mere anomalies, but glimpses into the vast interconnected web of life that science is only beginning to unravel. The ancient understanding of superpowers was not limited to the extraordinary. It encompassed the seemingly mundane as well. The ability to read another's emotions, to sense danger before it arises, to know something deeply without logical explanation. These are all expressions of a subtle intelligence, an intuitive knowing that resides within each of us. Intuition is the most universal of superpowers, a silent language spoken by the soul. It speaks to us in whispers, nudges, and sudden flashes of insight. It guides us in our choices, warns us of danger, and leads us to our true path. Yet we often silence its voice, conditioned to doubt anything that cannot be explained by logic or reason. To rediscover this lost art, we must cultivate a sense of openness, a willingness to listen to the subtle whispers of our inner knowing. We must learn to trust our gut feelings, those seemingly irrational impulses that often hold the key to our deepest truths. Like any muscle, intuition grows stronger with use. The more we pay attention to its promptings, the more readily it will guide us. The rediscovery of our intuitive powers is not a rejection of science or reason, but rather an acknowledgement of their limitations. It is a call to embrace a more holistic view of ourselves and the universe, one that honors both the seen and the unseen, the rational and the intuitive. For it is in the integration of these seemingly disparate realms that we unlock the full potential of our being and rediscover the magic that lies dormant within us all.